All right, you are listening to the Max Landis approved Dork Age podcast, episode 18. So before we get into anything, let's go ahead and address the cool thing that happened this week. We got
the coolest
tweeted
thing
out.
that has happened to us yet.
We got tweeted by the showrunner of Dirk Gently's holistic detective agency, Mr. Max Landis.
Yes.
He said, gotta say, I'm loving these guys' breakdowns of Dirk Gently. And he posted a link to our YouTube video. We actually saw a big spike in views, gained a couple subscribers, made like 70 cents in one day.
My
oh my
goodness.
God. I guess this is what it feels like when you finally arrive.
We've hit it. We've made it. We've made it, you guys.
Two sane guys doing completely normal things. Something to that effect was the title. So this was the season finale.
It was. And what a season finale.
What a season finale it is. First off, can I start this breakdown of Dirk Gently by saying that my theory that the person that played Gordon and Max Landis corroborated to base that character after Mr. Plinkett has been dashed. The actor, Aaron something or other, who I didn't realize was in Battlestar Galactica, by the way, tweeted out that he had never heard of Mr. Plinkett and that he came up with that character on his own. Now, I don't know if he's being honest or if he's, pulling a fast one on us, because I want to believe.
You're Fox Mulder right now.
I want to believe that character was based after Mr. Plinkett. So, what happened in the season finale of Dirk Gently, Chris?
So much stuff, man. Okay, so Lydia got her body back.
Dirk got shot twice.
I mean,
with arrows.
One time was last week's episode.
Right.
One time was this week's episode.
But we
Either
didn't
way,
talk about that last
major
week.
blood loss.
Major blood loss. Todd is dying, I guess, or something. He's
got the
weak.
thing.
He's been weakened.
Yeah.
He's been weakened. We're talking about the beginning of the episode, not the end, which we'll get to.
We'll get
Chris.
to it.
And Farah shows up.
And kind of helps save the day. Alongside Estevez.
Right. And Estevez, he finds them and he locks them up.
Yeah.
Okay.
He is not happy with the way things are going.
Farah takes her bra off. Spoilers, no titties.
No.
It's
BBC America.
Right. Takes the underwire out of it. If it was regular BBC, there might be titties.
There might be.
But no, this is America. So there's
we
no
can't
tits
have
in America.
Titties. We can't have titties.
They don't exist.
On basic cable.
Takes the wire out of her bra and uses it to pick the lock to blindside Estevez and take his gun. And, Estevez is like, what's going on? And Dirk Gently's like, well, 100 years ago.
100 years ago.
Like,
You stop right there. You stop right there.
I got time for that shit. But then Todd gives Estevez kind of the breakdown and was like, 100 years ago, Zachariah Webb built a machine.
Spectacular. It's such a weird, convoluted storyline, but it's so succinct the way that Todd puts it.
Right. And so finally, he kind of decides that, okay, I guess I'm going to believe these guys. They get Lydia Spring, they get the dog, and they manage to swap the souls, which is good. Yeah. Because now Lydia is not a dog anymore and is actually a lovely young lady.
Yeah.
And does a very nice thing
She's
for
very
Farah
nice.
At the end, which we'll get to.
Yeah.
But anyway.
What was Gordon's dog's name again?
I don't recall.
I can't remember. It was something that leapt out at me during the episode.
I only recall him ever referring to it as my dog. Like, give me my dog.
Right.
Give me my dog back.
But they said its name like 2 or 3 times in this episode. And now I can't remember what it was.
It's been literally hours since
I
watched
watched
it, and I've already
it,
forgotten.
Yeah.
But that's my fault because I have attention deficit disorder, but I'm not using it as a crutch. I get along day to day, live my life. But anyway, so that this whole like ending part of it doesn't really seem to last very long throughout the episode.
No. Everything gets pretty well wrapped up as far as this overall narrative for this first season.
Right. Well, they figure out they've got to go back to Zachariah Webb's or Edward Spring or Patrick Spring, that guy's house to get the other machine to make all this stuff happen. And so they go back, and then they kind of figure out that, hey, the cult guys are going to be looking for us.
Mm-hmm.
So, they've got these drawers and the barrels full of guns. And, at first the cop's like, is this legal? And she's all like, yeah, fuck off.
Well,
And he's like,
there's a
yeah.
lot of loopholes and
about what constitutes as a militia in this state. And he's like, fuck it.
This isn't the most
least illegal thing I've done all day.
Yeah.
So anyway, they go in there to swap the souls and everything, and the goal is to send the other machine back in time to close the loop. Lydia Spring is against it, and they're like, hey, if we don't do this, you're not going to exist. And she's like, oh. Well, the cops come, and the Rowdy Three show up with Amanda in tow. And they kind of jump out and start just beating people, like the shit out of people with baseball bats. And so those guys don't really even realize that, like Dirk and Todd don't realize that all that stuff's going on out there. Gordon comes in. He's got like the SWAT vest on, and he's got the automatic rifle. And him and Estevez have a shootout.
Farrah's there too.
But Farrah's got the dog.
Yeah.
And he's all like, give me my dog.
Well, he hits him with a flashbang grenade, and so they're both kind of
disoriented.
Yeah. And then Farrah thinks, I'm going to grab the dog.
And he's like, give me my dog. And he's like, I'm going to shoot you in the head, and you're going to give me my dog. And she's like, well,
one of those things is going to happen.
So
and then chucks the dog at him.
There's a lot of animal throwing.
There is.
In this show.
And that reminds me of
Lydia brings it up. She's like, you
tossed me off a bridge.
You dick. But anyway,
I thought that was pretty great. A nice little throwback.
So she throws the dog at him. He catches the dog, and then
drops his gun,
and then she shoots him in the head, and that's
square in the head.
That's the end of Gordon.
That's the end of Gordon.
End of Mr. Plinkett.
Yep,
as we know it. But meanwhile, Bart and Ken are in the hotel room. Bart's kind of on the fence as to whether or not she wants to continue her lifestyle as she knows it. And Ken is all like, I'll follow you anywhere, baby. No, not necessarily in those words, but I think there's a budding romance there.
I think they're just like
good friends.
He respects the shit out of her because of the things that she can do.
I guess so.
And she loves having a person with her that she can talk to.
And it's like she's never watched TV before.
Yeah.
She's like, these other shows
there were shows in between the shows.
And it tells you what you can buy in stores. And he's like, okay. But anyway, she's like, I've only got 2 bullets left. And he's like, well, how about we go find out where those 2 bullets take us? And she's like, all right. So they're on the way.
And then they have a moment when they're like sitting on the hood of the car. And
at the end, let's get to that part.
All right.
Okay. So anyway, the bald dudes show up. Gordon's shot. The bald dudes show up when Dirk and Todd are trying to figure out, like, put the vacuum tube in the machine or whatever.
They're trying to fix it.
Dirk's delirious, by the way.
Yeah.
Because he got shot.
Blood loss.
Yeah, blood loss. And so they're trying to figure out the fixed machine. He gets shot again.
Yeah.
By another arrow. And they think it's like, oh no, it's over, it's done, they've caught us. And then boom, Bart busts in, fucking shoots one of the dudes in the fucking head, beats the other dude unconscious,
and then like holds the gun to
Dirk gently, and he makes this like weird face, like, and she turns around and shoots the other bald dude.
Yep.
And now she's out of bullets, and she tries
to shoot him
many times to shoot Dirk gently, and it doesn't work. But then Ken figures out when he sees the machine, he's like, this is what
they wanted me to build.
This is what they hired me to build, and I can do it. This is my destiny.
Yes.
Yeah.
There is a reason for Ken to be here.
Yeah, and so he builds the machine. Dirk slips the note in, and it gets sent back in time, thus closing the loop, saving the day, solving the case.
Yep.
Bart's like, let's get out of here. These people are fucking crazy. Which is, of course, ironic coming from her because she's
fucking crazy.
Yeah. So anyway, fast forward to Todd getting some water dumped on his head by his sister. She tells him, she's like, I'm fucking out of here. I'm part of the Rowdy Three now. And she goes off to be like with those guys. All right.
There was a thing that she said in that conversation. When she was talking to Todd and encouraging him to make amends with Dirk, where she was talking about Dirk's lie and how Todd is doing much better now because of Dirk's lie.
Right.
And I feel like she's kind of glossing over the fact that, I mean, yeah, Todd lied about his thing, but he was trying to make it better.
Right.
And he continued to lie, and, you know, you can't defend the way that he lied, but I feel like she's kind of missing the point of Todd's lies to help her.
She's a girl. You know, I mean, that's just how it is.
You think we're still going to be Max Landis approved after you say that?
Well, I mean, you know, she's still like, you know, fuck you, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
And she's like, look, you saved that girl's life and you did all these great things. Before you were just a bellboy and you were a piece of shit, but now you're like, all right, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, she did gloss it over. But at the same time, you know, they've all been through so much together that I think at that point, you're going to have to kind of look past that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so Bart and Ken, they have a moment on top of the taxi cab.
Because now Ken's done. He accomplished his destiny.
And she's like, you're just going to leave?
And he's like, no, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm staying,
I'm sticking around.
And in for the long haul.
This shit's crazy. I want to be a part of this forever.
And you've got a wad of cash.
I have $17,000 in cash.
Yeah. So, you know, they presumably are a team now. Mm-hmm. Todd, or Bart and Ken.
Yeah, Bart and Ken and Dirk and Todd.
Right.
They mirror each other so well.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Ken seems to be a little bit more level-headed than Todd.
Yeah, Todd freaks out.
Yeah. But anyway, so
I mean,
Farrah,
that was kind of the thing. Like at the beginning, Ken freaked out constantly.
True.
But once he realized that Bart does things because the universe needs her to,
they just happen.
He's just like, okay, I'm in.
Yeah, he's in. Farrah and Lydia have a moment, and, you know, Farrah helped save the day, and Farrah was like, I let you down. She's like, no, this ended the best way it could have ended. Gives her $4 million freaking
$4 million.
She's like, here's $4 million. Okay, thanks, I guess. So anyway.
How did you do that? With my phone.
Yeah.
Duh.
So Farrah and Dirk and Todd all meet together at the diner. And then they start talking about forming Dirk Gently's detective agency. Farrah's going to invest some of her money. Hopefully not all of it.
Right.
I mean,
Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency doesn't really need $4 million.
Right. They solved the whole case with nothing.
The universe kind of provides.
Right. But at least they can, like, pay rent.
Yeah.
At a office.
Theoretically.
And Todd and...
I mean, and that's kind of where the end of the episode problems come into play.
Right, yeah, because then you see Estevez goes back to the police department, and his chief is dead, bullet to the head. And he's like, what the fuck's going on? The fucking other Blackwing guy...
Yeah. The dumb one.
Fucking shoots him, and then he's like, oh, I'm sorry, man.
I don't know why I shot you.
I don't know why I do these things, but, you know, I shot you.
But they gave me, what was it, like
$80 billion. $80 million. We're going to kill everybody. We're going to kill the detectives and everybody who knows.
We got to kill everyone that knows anything about this. And we got to hunt down all of these psychic people and kill all of them.
Estevez is kind of like limping and he reaches for his gun.
I don't know anything, man.
Yeah. He reaches for it, and the guy's like, Are you pulling another gun? And then just like shoots the shit out of him again.
Yeah.
Estevez is done, by the way.
Theoretically.
I don't see him
I don't see him coming back from
he got shot
4 shots
times
to the chest.
Yeah.
But you never know.
Right. So then, you know, flash forward back to Todd at the diner. They're sitting there having a good time, kind of joking with each other. He's like, well, what's our next case? And he's like, just feel it. And Todd's like,
he
I have to go to the bathroom.
Eyes. I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Okay.
And goes to the bathroom. And Dirk gets
a hard intuition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And goes outside, and the FBI or the Blackwing dude is there.
He steps on a Lux du Jour tribute band thing, which I think is, that's kind of funny.
And the FBI dude's there, and Dirk's just like, fuck.
There was a great moment that we kind of glossed over.
The Dirk and the Blackwing guy?
Yeah, when Dirk is unconscious in the hospital, but the older, the lead Blackwing guy, who's probably not in any way related to it now anymore at all. So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see if he comes back
He's
in
gonna
any
go
way
rogue.
in the next season. Yeah, but
Or he's going to die.
Right.
They're going to kill him.
Yeah.
'Cause
But,
he's involved.
he has a really great father-son moment. I'm proud of you type thing. Like, I was looking for the answer because I knew there had to be an answer.
And then I met you.
And then I met you. And I knew. And I'm so proud of you. And I was like,
oh,
Misty. I'm Misty right now.
Yeah.
I thought that was great.
And so anyway, Dirk gets caught. The Rowdy Three get, you see them coming. Amanda runs off with one of the Rowdy Three. The other guys stick
That's
around.
like the only one of them whose actual name I know.
And he's like, "You want to rush? Let's rush," or whatever. And there's a battle looming there. Bart and Ken are surrounded,
entire military
with tanks and shit pointed at them, and they're just like, "Ah, fuck."
I mean, they sent the right number of people.
Right. Amanda calls Todd, and she's like, "Get out of there! They're after you!" And then he drops the phone, and he sees his hand burning.
Pararibulitis.
He's got the fucking ribulitis. He's got the itis.
He's got the itis. Pararibulitis.
And you know what? He kind of deserves it.
Yes, he does.
Because he faked having it for so long. So, that's pretty much the end of the show. That's the end of the first season.
Yeah.
Where do we go from here?
I feel like Bart is going to kill all of those people somehow.
In a spectacular fashion.
Bart is going to kill every single one of those army guys. And Ken is just still going to be
like, "This is awesome.
How is this even happening right now?"
Right. And, Dirk's obviously going to clever his way out of it, right?
I feel like the older Blackwing guy is going to come to his rescue.
Right. What about Farrah?
Farrah. What? Where did she end up?
I think we just saw her.
She was just in the...
No, she runs out after him and sees that he's gone.
Yeah. And she's like yelling up and down the street, Dirk. Yeah. I feel like she's going to find Todd.
Yeah.
Who is having his pararibulitis thing.
Yeah. And Amanda. Todd, Amanda, and maybe... at least one of the Rowdy Three?
Yeah, the Osric
Chow?
Yeah, Osric Chow's Rowdy 3 character.
And they're gonna, bust Dirk and Bart and Ken out, or what?
Well, Bart and Ken are gonna be fine, because
of course.
Because Bart's gonna kill all of those people.
They're all gonna die. Horrible.
I feel like the older Blackwing guy is going to help rescue Dirk. Farrah is gonna help Todd, and... Amanda and Osric Chow's Rowdy 3 character are going to continue running.
Right.
Whereas, for the rest of the Rowdy 3, there were a bunch of, SWAT dude guys, but, they had already just taken out a bunch of SWAT dude guys with, their bare hands and crowbars and bats and stuff anyways. So, it's not like they can't fight off SWAT dudes. And there were far fewer of them.
And one of them said that they were referred to as vampires. Maybe they're immortal.
Possibly.
I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Maybe they're immortal.
Maybe.
Who knows?
We can only speculate, right?
Right. But here's the real question is the second season going to be Dirk and Todd on the run? Or is that going to get all wrapped up at the beginning of the second season, and then they're going to pick up another case?
I feel like the two are going to be related. Because everything is connected.
Everything is connected. Well, we can only hope.
They may all escape, and potentially some of them kill a bunch of the Blackwing guys. But again, dude has million or $1 billion?
80 million. I think it's 80 million.
and I can't remember.
80 billion is a lot.
That is a lot of money, but
$80 million is what I'm gonna say that he has at his disposal.
Right, and I'm sure I will watch this entire series again.
They gave me $80 million. How crazy is that?
How crazy is that? It's pretty crazy because you're dumb as shit.
So that wraps up Last Week in Dirk Gently. One thing I do want to say before we move on is I did find out that Fiona Dourif, who plays Bart, is the daughter of Brad Dourif. Yeah. And he is the voice of Chucky. He was also Wormtongue in Lord of the Rings. Yep. He was in one of the Alien movies. He's been in a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I know. When you said that she was the daughter of Brad
and
Dourif,
you can see a resemblance, too.
In retrospect now, I was like, wait, I know that name. And you told me some of the stuff that he was in. I was like, shit. Yeah, no, I love that guy.
I hope that not that he hasn't had a good career, but I hope that she has a better career.
Yeah.
Because all parents want their children to do better than
Of
them,
course.
right?
Of course.
And that's what he wants for Fiona.
Yeah.
But
And she's doing all right so far.
But bravo, Max Landis and
Yeah.
Elijah Wood and the guy that plays Dirk Gently. I don't even know his name. And
it's
everybody involved in the show.
Yeah.
It's been fun being able to go over it from week to week. And
It's been nonstop excitement. I have
nonstop
enjoyed
excitement
every
and just
minute.
kind of like a what the fuck.
Yeah.
Kind
But
of
I've
moment.
enjoyed every damn minute of it.
It's been renewed for season 2.
Yep.
I saw on a tweet that it's dropping on Netflix in every country but America right now. So it'll probably be on American Netflix before the second season starts, I'm assuming.
I'm hoping so.
Yeah, but anyway,
I mean, I still have all of them on my DVR, so I
Right.
can watch them whenever I want.
there you go.